Think peeling fruits and vegetables always makes them cleaner and healthier? Not quite. In some foods, the peel holds more fiber and antioxidants than the flesh. In this video, you'll discover 6 foods you should stop peeling. Welcome to the Fresh Fuel Guide. Many people peel fruits and vegetables without realizing they may be throwing away part of the fiber, polyphenols, and important micronutrients. In reality, when the peel is thin, edible, and properly washed, keeping it on can make a meal more nutritious and less wasteful. In this video, you and Emma will explore 6 fruits and vegetables that are often better eaten with the peel, so you can get more from their natural nutrients. Number 1. Apple skin is rich in quercetin and polyphenols. Many people peel apples because they assume that makes them cleaner and easier to eat. But the irony is that this thin outer layer is exactly where a meaningful share of the fruit's beneficial plant compounds is concentrated. Apple skin is especially rich in quercetin, a flavonoid widely studied for its antioxidant properties and its potential role in helping regulate inflammatory responses to some extent. In addition, the skin contains more polyphenols than the flesh, meaning that when you peel an apple, you are not just removing its natural crisp texture but also throwing away a significant part of its nutritional value. What makes this even more interesting is that apple skin offers more than antioxidants. It also contains ursolic acid, a compound being studied for its role in energy metabolism and muscle health in certain research settings. Add in the fiber concentrated near the outer layer, and an apple eaten with the skin usually becomes more filling and more supportive of digestion than one that has been completely peeled. Put simply, the flesh gives the apple sweetness and moisture, but the skin is what makes it nutritionally denser. The practical side is simple. 2. Wash the apple well under running water. Gently rub the surface, and eat it whole or slice it with the skin into oatmeal, fruit salad, or unsweetened yogurt. For baked apples, keeping the skin on also helps the slices hold their shape better and adds extra texture. Put simply, if there is one fruit you should stop peeling out of habit, apples are a very strong candidate. But this is only the beginning, because the next food is even more familiar, and its skin contains something many people need every day for blood pressure, muscles, and overall metabolic health. Number 2. Potato skin contains more fiber and minerals. Many people automatically peel potatoes before boiling, roasting, or mashing them, as if the skin were just a useless outer layer. But the reality is a lot more interesting. The flesh of the potato does provide starch and energy, yet the skin and the layer just beneath it contain extra fiber, potassium, vitamin B6, and various plant compounds. That means when you peel a potato too aggressively, you are not only removing texture, but also cutting away a meaningful part of its nutritional value. The most important point here is potassium. This mineral matters for fluid balance, muscle function, and blood pressure regulation. Potato skin is not the only source of potassium, but leaving the skin on helps you retain more of the potato's naturally occurring nutrients. On top of that, the skin adds insoluble fiber, which can support bowel movement and help increase fullness after a meal. Put simply, a potato eaten with the skin usually feels more satisfying, more textured, and more nutritionally complete than one that has been stripped of its skin. The practical side is simple. If the potato is fresh, thin-skinned, and not green or sprouting, just wash it thoroughly, scrub the surface well, and boil, roast, or pan cook it with the skin on. Even for mashed potatoes, keeping some of the skin can give the dish a more rustic texture, rather than turning it into a flat, sleepy puree. Put simply, potato skin is not waste. It is part of what makes the potato more complete in both nutrition and flavor. And if that already sounds surprising, the next food is even more familiar, and its outer layer contains a pigment the body can use to build one of the most important vitamins for vision and immune health. Number 3. Carrot skin is rich in beta-carotene. Carrots are one of the most commonly peeled vegetables, almost out of habit, but the important point is that the area close to the outer layer contains valuable compounds that should not be discarded too quickly. The bright orange color of carrots comes from beta-carotene, a carotenoid that the body can convert into vitamin A. This nutrient is essential for vision, immune health, and the maintenance of healthy epithelial tissues. When you peel too deeply, you are not just removing a thin outer layer. You may also be cutting away some of the outer tissue that contains more carotenoids. The story does not stop there. The outer layer of carrots also contains fiber and natural plant compounds such as falcarinol. The right way to frame this is not to turn falcarinol into a miracle cure, but to recognize that keeping the peel after proper cleaning helps you preserve more of the carrot's natural benefits. The peel also contributes to the crunch, deeper flavor, and more satisfying texture, instead of leaving behind a carrot that feels overly stripped and bland. The practical side is simple. With fresh carrots, all you need to do is rinse them well under running water. Scrub the surface with your hands or a vegetable brush, and then roast, steam, stir-fry, or shred them without peeling. When cooked properly, the carrot's cellular structure softens, which can help the body absorb carotenoids more effectively, while the peel retains some of the texture that makes the dish more appealing. Put simply, if you are trying to eat smarter but still peel carrots automatically, it may be time to rethink that habit. And the next food is even more interesting because its peel is not only rich in fiber but also contains a much higher concentration of polyphenols than the flesh inside. Number 4. Pear skin is rich in soluble fiber. Pear is a fruit many people enjoy because it is naturally sweet and juicy. But for that same reason, many also peel off the skin to make the texture feel softer and smoother. What gets lost in that habit is the fact that the peel is where a meaningful share of the fiber and beneficial plant compounds is concentrated. A medium pear can provide a substantial amount of fiber, and much of that value is found in the skin. More importantly, pear skin contains both soluble fiber, such as pectin, and insoluble fiber, which can help slow digestion, support the gut microbiome, and extend fullness after eating. The value of pear skin does not stop with fiber. It is also richer in antioxidant polyphenols than the flesh inside. These compounds help protect cells from oxidative stress caused by environmental factors and the body's daily metabolism. Put simply, the flesh gives the pear its sweetness and juiciness, but the peel adds more nutritional depth. When you peel it too cleanly, you are not just removing a light crisp texture. You are also cutting away one of the most valuable parts of the fruit. The practical side is simple. Choose pears that are just ripe enough. Wash them thoroughly under running water. Dry them well, and eat them whole with the skin on. Pears with the peel also work beautifully when sliced into oatmeal, fruit salads, or paired with nut butter as a nutrient-dense snack. Put simply, if you want a fruit that is naturally sweet, supports digestion, and helps increase daily fiber intake, pears with the skin on are a strong choice. But the next part is even more interesting, because it features a vegetable with deep purple skin. And that color is exactly where one of its most important antioxidant compounds is concentrated. Number 5. Eggplant skin is rich in antioxidants. Many people eat eggplant without realizing that the most valuable part in terms of color and plant compounds is right in the deep purple skin. That purple color comes from anthocyanins, especially niacin, an antioxidant compound that accumulates heavily in eggplant peel. Put simply, when you remove the skin, you are not only making the dish look duller, but also cutting away the part richest in polyphenols. Recent studies and reviews consistently show that eggplant peel is a major site of phenolic compounds and anthocyanins, which contribute to the vegetable's notable antioxidant capacity. What makes eggplant skin worth keeping is not just the fancy idea of antioxidants. Eggplant is naturally low in calories while still providing fiber, and the skin helps give the food more structure and satiety without adding much energy. That makes eggplant with the skin on a better fit for meals that feel satisfying without becoming too heavy. In other words, the flesh gives eggplant its soft texture and ability to absorb flavors. But the skin adds color, character, and greater nutritional depth. The practical side is simple. When roasting, pan-searing, or stir-frying eggplant, keep the skin on after washing it well and trimming away any damaged spots. With heat, the skin softens and blends into the dish's texture rather than remaining tough. As many people fear, leaving the skin on also helps the dish keep its beautiful purple color while preserving more of the eggplant's natural compounds. Put simply, if you have already kept the skin on apples, potatoes, carrots, and pears, eggplant is another reminder that the natural color of food is often doing more than just looking pretty. And the final food coming next is a vegetable with such a thin skin that many people already eat it whole without realizing they are doing exactly the right thing. Number 6. Zucchini skin adds fiber and micronutrients. Zucchini is one of the few vegetables that many people already eat with the skin on without realizing they are doing exactly the right thing. The skin is thin, easy to chew, and adds fiber along with several useful plant compounds to the meal. Keeping the peel on does more than improve texture. It also helps preserve more of the vegetable's natural nutritional value. Zucchini, especially when eaten with the skin, provides fiber, vitamin C and several carotenoids, including lutein and zeaxanthin, compounds often discussed in nutrition for eye health and cellular protection against oxidative stress. What makes zucchini skin especially practical is that it helps the vegetable feel light but not empty. The fiber in zucchini does not, by itself, make it a blood sugar control tool, but it can help slow digestion during a meal and support fullness when combined with protein or healthy fats. That is one reason zucchini with the skin on works well in stir-fries, roasted dishes, pan-seared meals, or as a partial substitute for starchier foods. Public USDA-linked nutrition sources also show that zucchini with the skin provides a meaningful amount of vitamin C along with useful dietary fiber. In a daily eating pattern, the practical side is simple. Rinse zucchini well under running water. Dry it, trim the ends, and use it with the skin on. This method works for roasting, sautéing, zucchini noodles, or egg dishes. When cooked just enough, zucchini keeps its natural mild sweetness. The skin helps prevent the texture from turning mushy too quickly. Put simply, zucchini reminds us that the peel is not always the part to throw away. Sometimes it is exactly the part that helps food keep both its nutrients and its structure. If you found this helpful, subscribe to the channel so you do not miss the next science-based videos on nutrition and everyday health. Do not click away yet. In the final part, we will connect all 6 foods into one simple rule worth remembering: when to keep the peel and when to remove it. After everything, the most important thing to remember is this: not every peel should be eaten. But when a fruit or vegetable has a thin, edible skin and has been cleaned properly, keeping that peel is often one of the simplest ways to get more fiber, polyphenols, vitamins, and valuable plant compounds. Apple skin helps you keep quercetin and other polyphenols. Potato skin adds extra fiber and minerals. Carrot skin helps preserve more beta-carotene. Pear skin increases soluble fiber. Eggplant skin contains the antioxidant compounds that give it its deep purple color. And zucchini skin helps keep meals light while providing more micronutrients. What truly makes the difference is not one peel by itself, but the habit of no longer throwing away useful parts of food without thinking. So if you want to eat more intelligently starting today, begin with one very simple rule: do not peel automatically when the skin is thin, edible, and can be washed safely. That one small change can make your meals more nutritious, less wasteful, and more natural. If you think this video is worth sharing, please send it to family, friends, or anyone who may be peeling away too much nutrition every day. And I would also love to know this: out of today's 6 foods, Which one will you stop peeling first? Apple, potato, carrot, pear, eggplant, or zucchini? Comment on the one you would choose below so I can see it. And I will read and respond to your questions. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Wishing you strong health and smarter eating every single day.